Uncle Sam, if you ask that.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Armadillos and the Nighthawks coming up next.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Armadillos of Omaha taking on the Nighthawks of Brooklyn. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the bet.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Brooklyn. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Murphy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Nash. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off the play fake. Murphy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
To throw is Murphy. Throwing on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Nighthawks are on the board here first in the season opener. In the discussion of how would this offense respond in week 1, game 1 of the season, boom, they come out, get the football, score.
It's funny, didn't we ask them that question in our meetings, Brandon?
We did.
How are you going to respond? I think we got our answer, didn't we?
We did.
Straight down the field, well done.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Nash.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murphy. Keeps himself upright. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's got goal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, it's Nash. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nash. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Murphy. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Nighthawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Nash. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Murphy. A quick throw there is incomplete. after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Murphy. Pressure comes and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murphy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
There's a nice move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone. but instead second down. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Time report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
Okay,
we were certainly treated to an interesting first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Here's Murphy on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Murphy. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Armadillos have cut it back within a score.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 11 yards there, 1st down. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Murphy looking to throw on 2nd down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Nighthawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at a yard. Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Now a second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now Murphy on first down. It's complete. It's gone. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. On third down, Nash. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Brooklyn, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Omaha,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.